Well, hello and welcome to Key. If you are not level 70 yet, that's fine. You should join Renowned, but if you're not in that guild, that's also fine. This is me trying to make a very choppy video to help you as a new member understand more about Key and what we do as a guild and why some things are important and what we expect of you. So this is just me trying to explain a lot of things. There will probably be a few fails in this video because I just made it kind of as a last minute thing because there are some people asking a lot of questions and I don't think a lot of people understand what is going on, and that's fine. So that's just me trying to help you out as a new member, and that's what this is for. So please don't try to criticize or be too mean. I'm just trying to help somebody, and maybe it'll help somebody, and I don't know. We'll find out. So, welcome again. Let's talk about what our guild will focus on and what is our guild's goal. Key's goal is mainly to work on our teamwork, and we will also work on character building. So what character do you need, or what character should you choose to join Key? We want you to join with your main character, and I would prefer if you joined with the character that you enjoy playing. So there are, of course, some types of classes that every guild and every that's going to be useful in the game. So those classes would be the tank class and the bard, or any supporting class, obviously, because they're important. If you want to do PvE dungeons, you will need a tank, of course, and supporting classes will also help. But every class is important, and please join with your favorite class or your main class, and that's fine. So let's talk about some things that are important, such as the game settings. The game settings is important because a lot of people they want to complain about not having enough frames per second, and because they complain about this, I feel that they're not able to play the game properly, and that's because of their frames per second. So there are a lot of things that you can do to help your game out. This game, Echo of Soul, it takes up a lot of your computer, your CPU, so it takes up a lot of your memory and stuff like that. In order to play or for this game to function properly, you will obviously need to complete some steps to remove some background processes and things like that. And you can all do this or find this information in the tutorials. The tutorials are all on YouTube. You can look it up. If you have Windows, you can find, I'm sure you can find some easy tutorial that will help you, and it probably involves cleaning your computer and all this easy stuff that you can do to help your system run smoother and faster, and that will help you game perform better. There are things, of course, that you can do in game to help, such as you could lower the quality in the game, and that will help you boost your frames per second. The other thing you can do is you can change your frame rate to none, which of course my frames per second jumped crazy high, but I don't need to do this because this takes up a lot of my memory for graphics, so I try not to do that. And then I will do highest texture and furthest distance, of course, to help me a little bit. In the game tab, you will need to uncheck this box, and that's because Key has a website, and if you have this box checked, you will not be able to see some parts of any link that we will post. And we use videos and we use websites and stuff like that. If we are trying to help you, we might say just go to this link and read that page or something like that. And if you don't have this checked, I mean, if you have it checked, then it will be bad for you. So please uncheck it. If you want to see the date and time, obviously you can have this check, and this is all under the game tab in the systems. If you're having a problem with your resolution where these icons are too big, then you could easily fix that by changing the UI scale. And as you notice, it changes every icon and it makes it smaller, and this will help you see your character and see other things in the game. Of course, you can always fix it, or you can reset all tabs to reset it back to the default settings. Another important thing that we talk about a lot in the guild is the time. There are many different events going on in the game, and there are many events going on that we will do as a guild, and every time we talk about it, we will use Echo of Soul time. The Echo of Soul time is the EOS time displayed right here on the map at the bottom, and you can see it's different than my PC time, because for me it's 2 a.m. in the morning, and for Echo of Soul it is 8 a.m. for them. We will use Echo of Soul time, the EOS time, for everything, so it's very important to know where this is. So now the next thing I would like to talk about is what we use to speak to each other or communicate. Obviously, we use the guild chat. We use the amity chat to talk to our amity. And we also, this is all to texting though, if you want to type. But sometimes we're in the game and we don't want to type, we would like to talk, and we like to talk, and players will be able to do things instantly if we ask them to do things. So for example, if you're in a dungeon and you need to block the boss, then it will be more convenient if you're in TeamSpeak and somebody is doing the callouts and they say block the boss, then that would be easier. So it was very important that you get TeamSpeak. Now you don't need a microphone, of course you don't need a microphone, but if you're in TeamSpeak, the point of it is to listen for the callouts, or listen for the commands, or listen for what the raid leader is saying, what we need to do, or something like that. And that is going to help you a lot from messing up, especially if you're new, or you don't know, or you're not experienced, or you haven't done this like 500 times. So TeamSpeak is really simple. You click on connect, connections, connect at the top here, and then you can type in the server address and you click to connect. And the key TeamSpeak is really simple. In our welcome part, in our welcome channel, we have different links, the event calendar, the event forum, and stuff like that. So in the event calendar, this is the Echo of Soul event calendar. These are all different events hosted by the Game Master. Now these are events that the Game Master has put out there for you. And if you want to participate, then of course you have to be there at the specific times for Echo of Soul time. So the next thing is the event forum, which is the Area Games event forum. So this is all events. These are all events hosted by the game sages, and it's not very hard to participate. It will look something like this, and of course there are going to always be rewards, and these are the types of rewards. Sometimes it could be something cool and sometimes not, but you have to check it out for yourself to see what you might or might not be interested in. So let's go back to the the Echo of Soul website, and let's talk about some different areas that you could also look at, such as the shop, if you are an AP spender, or if you need some help in the game. Um, all of this is under the game guide section, and you can learn what is G versus G, guild versus guild, what is PvP, and all this other stuff that these acronyms that the game uses and stuff like that. So that's pretty much for the Echo of Soul website, the important things that you might need. And the next thing we should talk about is the guild menu. So let's get to talking about that. Press G to access the guild menu. There are 4 different tabs that you will probably notice, and the first tab is the info tab. If you read this info tab, it is usually, if you are in key, it will change every few days to something. It's more like a reminder of something that we're doing or we need to do. But if you want to know what exactly or when exactly we're doing something, you should always refer to the schedule. And the guild schedule is located on the guild website, which is going to be a static or stable schedule, and it's going to be like that all the time, regardless of any changes that we make. And it's because that schedule is based on the Echo of Soul times, and Echo of Soul times really does not change in the game. Unless it does change, and the calendar will change too. So the guild notice will basically be some kind of reminder of something that we're doing, or you should always read it. And if you log into the game, if you read the guild chat, it's going to be, the notice will be the first thing you will be able to see. Next thing is the member roster in key. It is a little different than renowned. So with in key, you will see the member kill list, and in Rion you will not be able to see that. So you'll be able to see all the people who have been able to kill a lot of people, and those are, or make a lot of kills for the guild, and those will be on the top. And then you'll see the people who who had a lot of deaths, and that's how we know who needs help or who might be feeding enemies. If you have too many deaths and maybe like 0 kills or 1 or 2 kills, then something is wrong, especially if your death's like over 60. That's clearly something is wrong. So we will try to separate you and try to talk to you about maybe you're doing something wrong, or maybe you need some PvP help, or I don't know what you're doing wrong to have so many deaths, but I think something's definitely wrong there. And the next thing is, I'm sorry, I didn't talk about something really important, and that's your guild profile. Guild profile is really simple. Just type in your country and language. That's because Key is a international guild, and I love the diversity of this guild. So the reason why we do that for the guild profile is just generally because it's an international guild, and not everybody will speak proper English or have English as their first language, and that is okay, because I love the diversity, and we just need you to be able to play the game. So if you do need help and you cannot speak English, then you could use the member roster to find someone who can speak your language. And that is what is amazing about Key, is because we at least have 2 or 3 other people who might be from your country who speak your language, and you feel free to ask them or talk to them if you need help in something that you don't understand in English. And of course, it is a very good idea to use the English UI, because we all use English UI, and we'd be able to communicate properly if we know what we're talking about, and we're talking about the same thing, and everything is called the same thing. So the next tab is the skills tab. Rion doesn't have like, obviously Rion is a level 3 guild and we don't have very many skills here, but in the future we might as the guild grows. But Key is a level 7 guild, and the highest skill that we have is the elite garrison, and that is a skill that you can drag and drop onto your skill bar. It is useful in PvP. If you read it, it says your PvP DEF will increase by 10% for 15 seconds, and that's pretty cool. If you're a tank, then you would want to use the elite garrison skill a lot. It's only certain guilds will have this skill available to them. Obviously, Renowned is not that guild because we are only level 3 guilds. We don't have that skill. And we are PvE guild. This is a PvE guild, right? This one, Renowned. Key is not a PvE guild, but Renowned is. So the next tab is your diplomacy tab, and this is all guild politics. So you find the guild ranking here, and you'll find all your top guilds and your top guilds. As you can see, if Key is number 3, then you'll also be able to look at your guild competition menu. The guild competition menu has a lot to do with guild taxes. Oh, my bad, not guild taxes, server taxes. Server taxes is really simple. The winning guild of ISIS is able to set the server tax, and the highest server tax is 15%. And then the another winning guild would be for Spiros. So you have ISIS and Spiros, 2 winning guilds. The winning guild for PvP and the winning guild for PvE. Spiros is time sensitive. PvE is going to be time sensitive, DPS sensitive, teamwork sensitive. And Key would like to get to that level of sensitivity, but we are not there yet because our members are coming on at different times of the day and are not understanding that we have to be able to do these events, and to be able to do these events we have to be ready as a guild, and our teamwork has to be good. And this is all individual work as well as team work, and it's something that we are working on. Maybe we'll get there, maybe we'll be able to you'll see our name up here as a guild defeating Spiros. Maybe not, I don't know, it might or might not happen. So how does this tax work? Tax is really simple. It's not only like your guild will be taxed, it's the whole server will be taxed, and the taxes come out of marketplace. If you sell any item on the marketplace, if somebody buys that item, that gold that you will try to get back from selling the item will be taxed by 15%. And the other way is if you sell, or I mean if you, my bad, if you buy anything with gold, if you buy anything from the general merchant with gold, then that item will be taxed also, or those items will be taxed also. So that is how in the tax situation is. Basically the winning guild will get all those tax, all those gold, all that gold, and all those taxes, all that gold, and that winning guild will be able to decide what they want to do with it. And it's all dependent on ISIS and partially on Spiros, because the Spiros tax percentage is smaller. So let us talk about the Key website, because I hope I explained the guild menu properly. Let's see, Key website. The Key website. This is our guild website that I put together myself. As you can see, we have an about page. The about page tries to explain, or this is me trying to explain that we are a PvE guild and what the key word means. Key together means energy, and that's just generally what ki means if you say it like ki. But if you say ki, that means killer instinct. Killer instinct is actually a duelist skill, and it's really cool. Um, the next page is the wall, and the wall focuses on everything that we as guild will focus on. So why is the support item important? Well, the support item, like many other items such as the pet tool and your runic tablet, these are all important because they give a boost of stats, and your support item is the only item that you cannot pay for in the game and you have to work on. So it's a very good accomplishment, and it also boosts your DPS. So basically this picture indicates that these two people have high DPS in this guild, and that is good. Now the next focus is ISIS, and as we talked about before, we always will try to do ISIS, and we're hoping to work on our teamwork and everything, and we're obviously the winning guild will get the server gold. So I think that is kind of cool to participate in ISIS. It doesn't matter if you feel that you will die or you're not geared properly. It does not matter. Participation is what counts, and teamwork is what matters. The next thing is Team Arena. Team Arena, we have certain dates for Team Arena. The reason why we have certain dates for Team Arena is because everybody does not no one really has the same time zone as everybody else. It'll all be different. So we're trying our very best to keep people, even though they have different time zones, we're trying to get them to do Team Arena because Team Arena is important. And that's why, like, we're trying to say that you should only do Team Arena at such and such times because we want to work at it as a guild. And it's fine if you can't make these times, because then you would just have to do it on your own time, and that's okay too. But that also means that you'll have to find your own people to do it with and stuff like that, because this is Team Arena. Like, I mean, I don't understand why you don't understand Team Arena with the word team and arena. It's team. It's teamwork. So your team has to be online. So that's why there is a specific time for your team. If that doesn't make sense, I don't really understand you at all if you can't understand that. The next thing is Monster Freyer. So what's this Monster Freyer about? Well, it's a title and it's an achievement. So these three people are obviously the PvE nerds of the guild. So PvE is important to Key as much as PvP is, because you learn a lot of stuff in PvE, such as teamwork, and like I said, in the future we're hoping to get our things straight, that we could do raids and we can work more together. But like I said, the important things are having team speak and working well together and getting along with each other, and obvious things that a team would need. And these are important things if you want to do raids and stuff like that and get along, basically. So next page is our blog, and the blog is really a history page, and sometimes I'll post like some content if I run into a problem in the game, so, or something cool that we did as a guild. So like the Dryad, we did that before as a guild, and that's pretty cool. Defeating Valhalla, because we do Valhalla as a guild, so that is pretty cool. And we made a guild video, which is cool. So it's really like a history sum up of what we do, but in the form of a blog. So I'll post like random things. I try to post like 2 things a month, but sometimes I may not have time to post everything. So what is this photos page about? Well, it's pretty easy. It's really simple actually. And if you want your photo on here, that's really simple to get it on here too. All you have to do is join our Facebook and post all your photos there. If you post whatever photos you post there, even if it's from leveling or whatever, if I think it's cool, and then I will likely put it up here. I haven't posted any new pictures in a long time, but that's really because these last pictures are from members who posted on the Facebook, and that was a very long time ago. Because we had this level up event, and I encourage people to post pictures, and that's where these pictures come from. They come from the members who have posted on the Facebook page, and I just uploaded them here to the website. So there are random photos here. The member list the same. It's the same concept. Post your photo to the Facebook, and then I will post it here. The reason why that is because I'm not reliable in game. I have too many disconnections, and even if I'm here, I might be AFK. So it's not. If you want your photo here, it will be lost if you whisper me in game. So probably better idea if you post it on the Facebook page. That way I can put it up here. One to buy, one to sell is really simple. Um, if you have to sell something, you should post it here. If you want something, you can post it here. Or if you're looking for, say you're looking for Team Arena or something like that. But again, like I said, we run the Team Arenas at a specific time. Though if you are still looking for Team Arena, that's also fine. You can post here, and I will talk to you in game and try to find you a Team Arena. Now, it's a bad idea to whisper me or talk in game or say that you need a Team Arena, because personally I will not remember, and other members will not remember either. So if you need a Team Arena, then this is a good spot to post it, because it'll always be here. It won't be deleted, and you don't have to worry if you log off out of the game, because then we can easily find it and try to help you. So here are those events that we're talking about. These are the guild events, and for whatever is posted up here, the Amity is also going to be invited to. So it's these major events are going to be like guild and Amity events. We try to involve our amity because, again, we're trying to build more teamwork, and even if our guild fails, we don't have enough member for Valhalla in our guild, then our amity, we can rely on our amity. So here again, we're trying to build more friendships, more teamwork, and that's a big concept in like a guild. This is our event calendar, and as you can see, it's dictated by what EOS does. So the Echo of Soul will have the daily reset and the weekly reset, and then PvE time is basically going to be starting from the evening, and the reason for that is mainly people work during the day. And I try to start this early because we have some Asian members, and they will not be able to make it later, and that is acceptable. So we try to have these PvE daily going on earlier rather than later, so we can catch a lot of people, and that's the only reason for this. So the next is, like I said, Team Arena, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Free Arena. Obviously, you want to do Free Arena as soon as the weekly reset happens, because that's the best time, because you really need your gear. And then Thursday, this is the only available time you have for raid, but if you can get in a raid before Thursday or after Thursday or during a different time, that's fine too. I mean, as long as you're getting your gear, that's fine. But this is our official time for Guild Amity Raid. Friday we have an event for Guild and Amity, and we would love it if a lot of people participated. That would be really cool. Then ISIS prep, then followed, after that is ISIS. So it's pretty cool if we can get a lot of people or all members. ISIS is a guild event, and it's the one event that we try so hard to work for during the whole week. It's all like we get our PvP gear or everything, or buffs ready, or everything in the game, basically, so we can go out and participate in ISIS and show our team spirit and our teamwork and make a lot of kills. And that is what ISIS is. It is our guild time to shine, to be to excel, to make a lot of kills. And sometimes we fail. I mean, every week is practically a fail, but it's fine. It's okay, because you go out and you participate with your guild, and that's really what we're trying to do, is more participation with the guild, doing more events, and working to build a better character, which is, it's okay if we fail. Failing will just make us stronger, because we think about how we failed, think about how to get better, and every week we come up with a different tactic, different strategy. We learn what we need to do next time, and that is what we've been doing since the beginning of this episode, and that is why we are so. That's why we are number 3. It's from learning. It's learning from our mistakes. We make mistakes in the game. That's fine. We dust ourselves off. We come back and we try again. So, and then obviously this is during the Valhalla time frame for this. And Valhalla, this is where you learn how you can do your PvP or get your PvP practice, and how to, I would say, Battlefield also, but in Battlefield you really can't heal yourself. So in Valhalla you can heal yourself, and in Valhalla you will be able to learn how your team will work, how your group will work, how your raid will work. It's a little bit better than Battlefield, and you also be able to make kills in Valhalla that will benefit your guild, and you won't be able to do this in Battlefield. So for Battlefield, you just focus on getting those hero badges, and the hero badges are important because that is how you get your valuable primal essence for your support item. And as you can see, we try to put in the PvE daily and the PvP daily. PvP daily mainly in the evening, mainly because a lot of people are online this time, and it doesn't really matter when you do your PvP daily. You can do it anytime, but because you just have to smart match for it. But the PvE is a little trickier, mainly because of the fact that you have to kill a lot of mobs, and usually a lot of people find this intimidating to do alone. They don't want to do it alone. They want somebody to do it with, so I have to put a time here so they can know when to do it. And the other stuff is just really optional. Like, you really have to come online to do Battlefield, but you can surely do it. And then there's reset. Contests. So contests for this guild is it's my way of boosting morale and trying to get you guys to do what you need to be doing. So what do you need to be doing? Obviously you need to be making kills because you are in a guild, and you obviously need your +7 vivid. So that's why this is here. It's 250 kills for a Vivid, and the Vivid will help you, obviously, because you need Vivids in the game. Now that you're level 70, you need your +7, at least a +7. I mean, +5 is fine, but the +7 will work amazing with this gear that we got. So the 1,000 kills was already completed, and 3 people already got their red dragons. And the next is the 2,500 kills for the Ghost Tiger. There's only one available, and the contest is still going. Unfortunately, lots of people stopped killing. I don't know. We have this problem in the guild at the moment where all the kills are very stagnant, and it hasn't moved or changed in weeks. It's mainly because a lot of people got a little bored of the game and went off to do other things and play other games and stuff. So will somebody meet this 2,500 kills count? Maybe in 5 months or 6 months from now, but I don't foresee it happening because this episode has been out since March, and it's already been 4 months and nobody has made this kill as yet, this kill count. So kind of concerned. There's like no killers in the guild. What? Come on, guys, you can do this. Alright, now the next one is the pet tool. Is really easy. You just buy the pet and then get the next one. So these pets might be in the broker or might be in the cash shop. And then you just come to me and say, hey, I have this pet, I need the other one. And then I will just give you the other one if it's available. So it's just really simple. But if I already gave you a pet, then I will not give you another pet. And in the past, I've helped multiple people with their pet tools, and the problem is that they don't play their characters or they stop playing, and then so I feel that I've wasted my time, effort, and money to buy this pet and give it to them so they could be able to have their pet tool. And then they don't play their character, or they don't play anymore, or they leave the guild, or something like that happens. So this is really, I'm still trying to help you to get your pet tool for your DPS to be higher and everything, but at the same time, please understand that this stuff doesn't fall out of trees, and it all costs money. So um, if I say just one per character and one per person, I think that should be perfectly reasonable, considering I'm giving it to you for free just to help you with your pet tool. And the next thing is we have a Vivid Crystal Exchange. Again, this is for another event where I try to help you build your DPS by helping you with your advanced, getting a lot of advanced appraiser inks for your runic tablet. The runic tablet is also another item that will help you boost your DPS. And you need a lot of advanced appraisal inks, and another way for you to get them in the game is through this Vivid Crystal Exchange. And this again is me trying to help you build your DPS. There's a lot of people I've helped with their, help give them some advanced appraisers ink, but this is not free, so obviously there needs to be some kind of exchange going. You help me, I help you, something like that. So the next thing is the newbies page. The newbies page is some basic things that we talked about already. Sorry, I need to press stop on that. It just talks about interface and guild information, like what buttons you need to press for the UI, and daily attendance rewards. So if you can't play the game but you can at least log into the game once per day, that's fine. You get something if you log in daily, and doing this shows that you're an active member unless you have a reason not to log in for more than a week, and that is because you're on holiday. And if you're going on holiday, please just message me really quickly, tell me you're going to be offline for like 2 weeks, and that's fine. Because yes, you will be kicked. And the best thing to do is kind of like write it on our Facebook that you're going on vacation instead of whispering me, because like I said, I'm not reliable when it comes to things like this. If I see someone offline for more than 2 weeks, there's no way I'm gonna remember. Like 2 weeks ago you told me you're on vacation. You're really expecting me to have a really good memory for that's too much. Don't expect that out of me. Just write it on our Facebook, and then we more than one of us will read it and see. And if we do kick you out because you haven't been online for more than a week or something, don't get upset about it. Just ask to rejoin, because this is kind of like a rule that that happens, like a rule that we enforce. So because we don't really want any inactive members, and this is our way of cleaning out the guild, or keeping the guild active. So yeah, we try to keep the members who have been logging in, and obviously you have a reason to log in. I just showed you daily attendance reward. So here there's some other videos, and profession is the best way to increase your DPS. I will show you in the game. That's profile. So profession is J for jobs. See, it doesn't matter what profession you are, it will boost some kind of stat. The only profession that will not does not have a passive is the alchemist profession, and this profession actually allows you to make buffs that are high in stats. So I strongly recommend, and it's really important to have high levels in professions so you could buff yourself high enough. If you notice, like, they make, like, these professions make some really nice buffs to increase your stats, and it's really cool. So that's one way of getting your stat up, is by profession, and this is also another way to make gold in the game. Profession is a good way to generate gold. If you sell those alchemist buffs, you can make a lot of gold. Here's ISIS guide. ISIS is guild versus guild. This is what the center of ISIS will look like, and it, as you can see, it's a raging mess of people using AoEs and spamming skills. So you really need a lot of buffs, because especially if you want to try to make damage on these people. And as you can see, there are a lot of dead bodies here because people using the Frigg's Blessing, they will stay dead here, and then they will res using Frigs, and they have 10 seconds of immunity, so you won't be able to hurt them for 10 seconds, but you can knock back or something like that. It's really annoying, actually, but this is what ISIS is. It's a whole lot of people fighting each other. So ISIS for us is usually like we have 20 people in a raid, and we go out and we try to kill as many as possible. So sometimes we will tackle, earlier in this episode, we actually try to tackle, we started off with like 20 people in one raid, and then we tackled like 100 plus people, or like 40 people. So it's our raid with only like 20 people, and then there's like 2 raids coming at us with 40 people, and then we attack them and farm them, and that is how we made a lot of points and became number 3 from ISIS. This one event is where we get all the points, because all the guilds are out there, and guilds are points. So, but not any guilds, just the top 10 guilds. The guilds below us, they will definitely give some points, and they're all out there. So especially with a guild, that means killer instinct. That's where you want to farm. I mean, if you have that killer instinct, you really have to be here. It's really where we get the kills. So the next is rules. Rules really simple. I know this part says 24/7 gameplay, persistent character improvement. What does this mean? It just means that people are in the game for this guild all the time, all throughout the day. And so if you come online at 3 a.m. Echo of Soul time, yes, I will be online, and I will be active online. And if you came online at 2 p.m., there would be at least 10 people online who are actively playing and will be able to help you. So if you have questions, please use the guild chat. Don't use the alt chat, because we don't want you to look like a noob. And if you use alt chat, people will think, oh, look, a noob from Key is asking questions. And they will just basically think you're a noob. So it's probably not a good idea to use alt chat. But if you use a guild chat, I'm sorry in advance if I do not respond. And that's... sometimes I'm in the game, but I'm AFK. And I apologize ahead of time if I don't answer your questions, but we're trying to play the game. If you do have questions, you should probably check it out. There are many tutorials and some tutorials I've made myself that you could try to check out and try to help yourself out. But if you really do have a legit question, please ask that question in the guild chat, and I'll try to answer if I see it, or other members try to answer. Yes, we have guild storage, but the rules for guild storage is pretty simple. You have to be one of our killers in the guild, and that means you have to participate in PvP events. If you cannot participate in PvP events, then you will not have access to guild storage. Because I consider you a dead character, or your character dead, if you do not have PvP participation. Now there are over 20 people in the guild without PvP participation, and I'm not sure what to do with them. We're trying to keep the guild tight, compact, small, but at the same time big, flexible, and able to recruit more people and able to still be part and involved in the community. But at the same time, we're trying to keep it small and PvP focused, but yet at the same time PvE, because it's a PvP and PvE guild. We do both, and we will focus on both. So we will do dungeons, we will do dailies for PvE, we run everything. However, it is not acceptable to have 0 kills in this guild. This guild is called Killer Instinct. That's what KI means. K stands for killer and I stands for instinct. So if you have 0 kills, that means you're not participating in PvP, and I have to question your involvement. And I have to question what you're doing. Now, if you said earlier when you joined, oh, you're not used to PvP and you have to get used to it, then that's fine. I will teach you. We'll try to teach you. We'll try to help you. And it's okay. We'll try to help you. But again, our goal is in a guild. Our guild is called Killer Instinct. Is for our members to have that killer instinct. You really need a killer instinct to be in KI or Key. I mean, what is wrong with you? Why are you in this guild if you don't have that killer instinct? But, I mean, if you don't have it, then just from hanging out with us, I mean, it'll come to you. Some people, they join the guild, they're really passive, and then after a while, I know like a few people, they come and they join the guild and they were PvE people, and they were like, well, I only like PvE and something like that, and then they get involved in PvP and they realize how much fun it is, and then now they have that killer instinct, and they have like over 1,300 kills. Actually, the PvE players have the most kills in this guild, because the PvE players know how to kill stuff, and that's really amazing. So, and if you play this game, you need to know PvE and PvP, because both skill sets are different. At the same time, they will help you build your character and understand your skills, so you know what to do or what not to do, and that is how you get better in the game, by doing both and participating in both. So like I said, the important thing here is our event calendar. We're trying to focus some teamwork and stuff like that. The guild name is Killer Instinct. It means Killer Instinct, KI. Together, yes, it does mean energy, but energy is just dependent because we are all active members, and a lot of us are playing in the game for longer periods of time, more than 1 or 2 hours a day, and it's okay if you come online for like 10 minutes or something, but at least meet our requirements, and that's being able to do some guild versus guild, which is PvP, and being able to participate in PvE. And if you do PvE, your DPS needs to be high, so you need to work on your all of those items I talked about, the support item. And if you were wondering where can you find the support item, well, all of this is right here. It's on your character profile. So support item will go here, the runic tablet will go here, and the pet whistle will go here. The pet tool will go here. So also, if you want extra stats, there are some lamps with items that you could win. I mean, if you open a lamp and you win one of these fabulous items that give PvP stats, then that's another way to get stats. That's another way to get and there are different items. You can check the market right now. Hold on, let me go there. So there are lots of these durable items that give stats. As you can see, it's invisible, but they give some stats that you need, and it's pretty cool. These are all like, they all go on that extra page, avatar info page right here, here, and here. They all boost stats. Those are important. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say 3 on this page, 4 on this page. There's like 7 items that you can use to build your stats. Again, the support item is the only item that you don't have to pay for in the game to build your stat. The runic tablet is a free item that you get, but to build your stat on it you need advanced appraisal inks, which cost a lot of gold if you go to buy it at the merchant or the battlefield. You can buy it at the battlefield merchant also, but it's kind of expensive, and I would prefer if you use those badges for valuable primal essence to get the support item. And this is another cash shop item that you can get if you have both pets. If you have both pets, you can get the pet tool. It's an accomplishment or an achievement that you can get in the game. So the general store here, as you can see, this is where you can buy some appraiser's ink. But they're a little costly if you don't have that kind of free time to spend in battlefield all the time. Then you probably shouldn't try to waste your time on that. And the last thing I really want to talk about is soul skills, and soul skills are really important in this game and important in building your DPS. So soul skill, you have to press the T button, and then if you right click on this T icon here, this is how you access your soul skill, and you can choose whichever one you want. For PvP, the easiest skill to use is the green one. It gives you some HP, so it's like a free heal in PvP. And for other, if you want to do PvE, then there would be red soul skill. Now if you're a tank, tanks usually use green or blue, and then yellow is for crit ACC and attack. Yellow is for the more advanced players, such as or people who have the Storm Guard class or something like that. So, and then the other thing that uses soul skill, it would be this. This is how you level up your ulti skill. As you can see, there's level 1 and level 4, and level 1 would obviously be the lowest and level 5 would be the highest. But spamming your soul skill and your level 7 ulti skill, which is this very last skill, is how you increase your DPS. I hope this video was helpful, and like I said, this was a very choppy video that I made. Maybe I will make a shorter video in the future, I don't know. But the point of this video was to help you understand what is important as a member of this guild. And I'm sorry it was so very long, but there's so many things that I needed to go over. So thank you for watching this. Thank you for having the patience to watch this. Have a good day. Bye.